Good afternoon from London. It's an okay February afternoon here. And hello to all dear comrades, friends, and supporters from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche Idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK, and official delegate of KFA for UK. President of the Association for the Study of Songun Politics of the UK, and of course the owner of this very self-same channel, Songun 007, the militant voice of Songun and Juche in the UK, defending people's career with no ifs or buts. And of course, first of all, before I start the talk I'm going to give, greetings to all of you on the day of the shining star, the 82nd anniversary of the birth of the great leader, Comrade Kim Jong Il, who was born on this day, 16th of February, 82 years ago in 1942 on Mount Pektu. And of course, my video today is going to be about Comrade Kim Jong Il. And it is an anniversary that is celebrated by the Korean people and progressive people around the world as the day of the shining star, because Comrade Kim Jong Il was indeed a shining star of Juche and Songun. There are many reasons why Comrade Kim Jong Il is regarded as a great leader, and his birth anniversary celebrated enthusiastically by the Korean people and progressive and revolutionary and anti-imperialist peoples throughout the world. He is well known for developing in depth the Juche idea and systematizing it, and also administering Songun politics, that is, Army First politics, as well as guiding the building of Juche socialism. Comrade Kim Jong Il was closely associated with the work of creating and building socialist culture in people's Korea. For many years, Comrade Kim Jong Il worked with artists and filmmakers in the DPRK. He wrote the historic thesis on the art of the cinema on the 11th of April 1973, which is a very comprehensive work covering all aspects of the craft of the cinema. On the art of the cinema comprises some 8 basic chapters, and the work has become very famous throughout the world. One of the main reasons for the durability and resilience of Juche-based Korean-style socialism that centered on the masses is that it rejected the infiltration of Western imperialist bourgeois culture. People's Korea is free from the decadence of Western imperialism, and this is a great achievement that should never be downplayed or dismissed or sneered at. The citizens of People's Korea enjoy a wholesome socialist life. Socialism can only be built by rejecting decadent imperialist culture and ideology. This was very well understood by President Kim Il-sung and his successors, Comrade Kim Jong Il, and respected Marshal Kim Jong-un. However, it is not understood by the lead. It was not understood by the leaders of some socialist countries who allowed the infiltration of Western culture and ideology, and by a lot of so-called Western leftists. And it is a fact that some leftists don't like the DPRK basically because it is rejected Western culture, and of course I think that puts a question mark over their own so-called commitment to socialism. But anyway, that is another subject which maybe one day I will make a video about. Comrade Kim Jong Il fully recognised the danger of imperialist bourgeois culture and wrote that, and I quote, bourgeois tastes are just like narcotics. A person begins by taking a drug, but eventually he is himself taken by the drug. There are many foreign films full of narcotics. If we watch them, not from the party Juche stand, but merely out of interest, we might be poisoned by these narcotics and infected by evil ideas before we know it. End of quotation. This is a very accurate and perceptive description of how poisonous imperialist culture is. Once the director of the CIA, Alan Dulles, the brother of the infamous John Foster Dulles, the architect of the Korean War and also a Nazi sympathizer in the 1930s, hatched a plan to bring down socialism by means of ideological and cultural infiltration. The following words were attributed to Alan Dulles, and I quote, "We shall arm comedians with jokes that laugh out their present and future, poison the soul of youth with disbelief in their purpose in life, awaken their interest in sexual problems, bait them with such lures of the free world as fancy dances, pretty clothing, special records, verses and songs, sow discord between the youth and the older generation." End of quotation. The Workers' Party of Korea, founded by great President Kim Il-sung and led by Comrade Kim Jong Il, and latterly by respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, resisted and opposed attempts by the US and other imperialists to bring down socialism. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, many socialist countries such as the USSR and others such as the GDR, Polish People's Republic, Bulgaria, Hungary, Albania, collapsed one by one because of revisionism, but also because of decades of ideological and cultural infiltration by Western imperialism. Also, counter-revolutionary disturbances occurred in a neighbouring country to the DPRK because it had accepted quote-unquote reform and opening up quote-unquote. I myself remember visiting Hungary in the 1980s, at the time supposedly a socialist country, but it had a McDonald's, Western fashion shops, people wearing jeans, and also Madonna and Rambo posters on sale in markets. A few years after the collapse of socialism in the USSR, Comrade Kim Jong Il urged that the newer generations should be educated properly so that they would not degenerate ideologically and fall victim to the insidious Coca-Cola culture of US imperialism. Comrade Kim Jong Il wrote that, and I quote, "It is important to educate the third and fourth generations of the revolution effectively because they have experienced neither trials nor suffering. We must get them to drink the syrup made from the blueberries of Mount Pakdu, not Coca-Cola. In other words, we must imbue them thoroughly with the revolutionary ideology of our party so that they are not swayed in the slightest by the wind of bourgeois liberalization." End of quotation. This was a stern revolutionary statement that rejected bourgeois liberalization and imperialist ideological and cultural infiltration. We, revolutionaries in the West, reading this statement, wished that the USSR and East European countries, socialist countries, had done the same. It was a powerful statement inspiring the world revolutionary people in their fight against Coca-Colaization and globalization. When the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung passed away in July 1994, the imperialists and some other forces had the expectation that the DPRK would, and I quote, open up and reform, quote unquote, in the style of a certain neighbouring country. However, Comrade Kim Jong il declared, expect no change from me. This statement delivered a blow to the imperialists and enemies of socialism, as well as being an affirmation that People's Korea would continue along the road of Juche-orientated socialism. Later in his work, The Democratic People's Republic of Korea is a Juche-orientated socialist state with invincible might. Comrade Kim Jong il blasted reform and opening up, saying, and I quote, the reform and openness that they are advocating represent a move to destroy and put down our style of socialism. Such moves will only worsen their relations with us and are doomed to failure. End of quotation. This smashed the insidious, toxic, and evil moves of the imperialists and renegades to undermine and destroy Juche-based socialism by means of reform and opening up, and greatly inspired the peoples of the world aspiring for independence and socialism. It was Comrade Kim Jong il who turned People's Korea into a tower of strength for world socialism, a fortress of Juche socialism that is strong in ideology and culture. On the occasion of his birth anniversary, we remember Comrade Kim Jong il for these great achievements. Glory to the memory of the great leader, Comrade Kim Jong il. Long live People's Korea, long live Juche, long live respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, long live the Workers' Party of Korea. Thank you very much for listening to this video. I hope you will all enjoy the day of this shining star and organise your own celebrations. If you're not already a subscriber to this channel, Songun 007, please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button, and also we have the affiliated channel Korean Friendship Association of the UK. You can support us in all sorts of ways. The best way is really to give us support at our events, both online and in real life. We've got a Q&A session coming up tomorrow and a film night on the 26th, and also going to be starting doing on an experimental basis some live broadcasts. So check out them. And I think the most important thing is that people actually read books about People's Korea and Juche and Songun, not just look at posts on Facebook or Telegram or whatever. And you know, we've got a publishing program. There's going to be a link in the description. So please check out our books, and of course you can donate money to us through a number of ways. Anyway, it's great being with you all again today. I'll be back with more videos in the future, so I wish you all goodbye and have a good day.